These are creative learning cards, and I am Nikki Forster. I am a learning and development professional for over 20 odd years, and I'm always on the lookout for new tools and resources that can help me engage my learners more. And so quite recently I decided, well, why not design my own? And that's exactly what I've done. And so I wanted to share with you what's actually in this pack so that you can see whether it's going to be of any use for you and your learners too. So in this deck of cards, you have 52 activity cards. Now, most decks of cards that you'll buy have one purpose. I, however, have designed the pack so that we've got 3 different decks within it and multiple uses for them. Now, with every purchase that you get of this, you also get a downloadable 12 pre-designed activities, but there is so many more that you could actually choose to use with these. So let's talk about the decks. So the first deck then is the Creative Landscape cards. Now, these are great for being able to get your learners to think about how an image might actually represent them in a certain scenario. So I use these cards for things like pick one of these cards that represents you as a line manager or as a team member or working within a particular project. So the question is yours to ask. The idea is they would look at those scenes, decide which one represents them, share that perhaps with the group. And this is just one of the activities, by the way, that you can use for this. And they also, if you put them together, they create a endless landscape. So you can then start to create a story around that too, about, different things in different places would create different storylines. So that's just one of the decks. The other decks that we've got then are the if cards. Again, 26 of these cards, all with different questions on them. One of the activities here that you could choose will be maybe to start your team off on an activity, set a timer, and every time the timer goes off, get them to pick up a card and read it. So for example, we've got things like if somebody was listening outside, what would they say? Also, we've got things like if Yoda was here, what would he say? If you could leave right now, would you? If you could score our potential success rate out of 20, what would it be? So you can either just use that as a flat activity, or you could introduce an element of, okay, well, let's stop the timer, talk about how you can make this more effective and see what they do as a team. So there's lots of debrief that you can have out of that. So again, that's just one activity that you can use within that. On the back of those particular decks of cards, you've got another deck of cards, and these are the values cards. And these again can be used either individually within training or coaching. You can use them within departments. If you have 2 packs, you can offer that up against each other to see how they sit. But they come with 4 headings and then a whole bunch of different words underneath that people can place underneath those headings. So 3 different decks within this particular pack. 12 pre-designed activities that you can download as well. But like I said, there are many, many different ways of actually using this. If you have any questions before you want to buy, then do get in touch. And if you prefer to pay by invoice rather than pay on the website, we can do that too. So get in touch at nikki.forster@curiouslighthouse.co.uk and let's start introducing more creativity in our learning together.